You know, they say laughter is the best medicine, but I laugh all the time and I'm still sick as Cringe intro skits aside, today's anime is the short summer mini-series, See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. And if your reading comprehension skills are above that of the average Twitter user, you'll probably be putting together things right about now and realizing that I'm about to say that this anime is about literally nothing. This show follows the misadventures of a high school girl named Wada and her best friend Yamamoto, with the vast majority of the show taking place within the same shopping center food court every episode, and every episode featuring 3 or 4 scenes that build up to a single punchline and don't have much bearing on the rest of the series. Kinda hard when your series doesn't really have much direction to begin with. And that's really all you need to know to get through the door on this series, because it's literally just 2 high schoolers goofing off in the food court after school and before heading to their respective homes or part-time jobs. It's a short and sweet little comedy anime that's really only about 2 hours of watch time from start to finish. It's an incredibly short 6-episode series, but that makes it ideal for anyone to pick up and binge in a night if all they want is a good laugh at someone else's expense. So it's not something you should go into and expect a masterpiece out of. And it's really far from even being up there with the greatest comedy anime. But the fact is that it is perfectly constructed to be the kind of pick-me-up comfort series you would go to after a bad day and watch through for a few good laughs. The comedy centers around the 2 characters whom I've already mentioned previously, the perfect comedy duo of straight man Yamamoto and funny man Wada, both of whom's appearances would likely deceive you as to what their natures actually are. Yamamoto is a very standout Gyaru type on the outside. She has long, wavy blonde hair, tan skin, and big boobs that will get mentioned a couple of times as a part of their routines. However, contrary to her appearance, she's a very calm, studious, and intelligent person, not really fitting in with the typical Gyaru type. Meanwhile, you'd probably have expected short, petite, and mild-looking Wada, with her straight black hair and perfectly normal and law-abiding appearance, to be the bookworm type. No, Wada is a mentally unstable ball of energy who can never help but work herself up into a tizzy over obscure issues, gacha games, and many other things. And the entirety of the show is just those skits that it decides to do using these 2 characters. And Wada is almost always the punchline. But while the 2 are getting themselves into various comedic situations, they also prove to be really good friends, and that's pretty much the wholesome core of the show. Wada will get herself worked up about something like an unrealistic element of a manga. She'll then do some sort of silly thing, like writing on herself with a permanent marker to prove a point. And the whole segment will culminate with Yamamoto realizing she accidentally just wrote the kanji for meat on Wada's forehead with a permanent marker. And that's pretty much the show. It's good for a couple of laughs and some good clean fun, and that's about it. It's a solid 7 of 10 kind of series that gets passing marks, but no real notable elements that make it stand out. That's it. No theme, no major character arcs, no sublime animation, just some goofy girls doing goofy things. And that's really all it needs to be. It's entertaining enough as is. It doesn't need to overcomplicate everything it's doing. It just had to be a short, fun anime, and it nailed that. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe hit the like button and possibly the subscribe button while you're at it. Do it, or I will steal your dog.